Do you know that a miracle is not only supposed to be performed in church? You know, we have merged miracle to what happens in church. So when you say there is a miracle, you're imagining just a pastor maybe praying for somebody, and the blind person sees, like, oh, that's a miracle. That term miracle has been so put in a place where it only sounds religion. But do you know that what you see in church is the last result and the failures of people that have refused to answer their calling in different spheres, and the miracle didn't happen there, and they have to come to the final place, which is the church, for that particular miracle to happen? Do you know that you are supposed to be a miracle worker? Oh yes, and you don't have to work in any church. You don't have to be any pastor for your own miracle to work. What are you talking about, Williams? When you're called into the sphere of medicine, when you're called into the sphere of economics, you're supposed to be a representative of Christ, and God is supposed to give you the wisdom to solve problems that professors there that do not know Christ will solve. And just by doing that, you're a miracle worker. But no, you think that miracle is only when people fall or when somebody can walk. No, those things are supposed to be happening in the place of. But on cases where it has now, because God's glory must be shown. If you don't do it, a stone will do it. If a pastor doesn't do it, an angel will appear and do it, because God's program must continue. The reason why Jesus Christ was doing miracles was not, the miracle was not the end. It was a means to an end. What is the means to the end of the miracle of Christ? That they may know God. That they may have a better relationship with God. That they may say, if it was not been for the Lord who was with this, it wouldn't have been. But it's not only supposed to be on the religious platform. We are supposed to see miracle in entertainers. Entertainers are supposed to be performing miracles. You're supposed to make a song and make a movie that will cure years of depression on somebody. You're supposed to make a movie that will change somebody's perspective of life. You're supposed to make a movie that will completely transform the life of somebody. You're supposed to sing songs that will edify people, not send them on the other side. When you do this thing and somebody that used to be possessed with demons listen to your songs, that thing alone is a miracle, my friend. You're supposed to be performing miracles in the education sphere. You're supposed to be performing miracles in the 12 spheres of the different society we have in Nigeria. But no, you think miracle only happens when you go to church. You, my friend, have been deceiving yourself, and you have been failing God, because if you understand these things, half of the problem in the society will be solved. Most of the problem are not supposed to. That is why churches are filled up with most people that are looking for help, because the problem is you that have been called to do your work in the different spheres. You're not doing it. So people will run back to the ultimate, which is that place of worship. So next time, when a pastor is performing miracle, don't say, oh, you fake pastor. We are not removing the fact that there are fake, a lot of fake. And why wouldn't they be fake? When you're not doing what God has called you to do. When a pastor is doing what he's doing, you don't just come and say, only what they know is, why are they not building churches? This pastor, shame on whoever is allowing churches to be building. They are doing the job you are called to do. And the ones that are doing the job, you are still calling them out. You build the church. Why don't you build a church that the poor people can afford? Why don't you? Shame on you. What have you done with the money God gave you? What have you done with the platform God gave you? What have you done with the talent God gave you? But another person that is functioning from a fivefold is now doing the job, building schools, building industries. And that is why the house of Zion, the house of God, will continue to be ultimate. Because when society fails, that one will still stand. You think God will wait for you before he does his work? His assignment must continue. Wake up, my friend. You're a miracle worker. Sit at one place, ask God for wisdom, solve, look at Nigeria and all the different problems that we have. You're trying to run away because you feel, no, my friends, who will fix the problem? Where you have problems. That is why expatriates are running in now, because they see problems as opportunity. What are you doing with the talent God has given you? What are you doing with your own gifts that will make miracles in different spheres? Ask the Holy Spirit to help you. Ask the Holy Spirit to show you where your own platform is. Because the primary purpose is for God to use you and perform miracles in different spheres. So you're supposed to be a representative of Jesus in the music industry. And music does not necessarily mean you will sing worship song or praise song. No. If you read Songs of Solomon, there is not much of worship there. There are songs that are edifying. There are songs that does not have God in it. There are songs that when they sing, it just makes you want to do more. It motivates you to do more. There are movies to watch. It inspires you to do more. It must not all be about, it has to be all spiritual no. Make an impact in the society. If we are living in the days of the Bible, where are you in that part of the Bible? You hear of John doing something. You hear of Paul doing something. Do you know that in that generation, there were thousands of millions of people that were living with them, but they were never mentioned. Where are you? Are you part of those people standing beside and saying, stone Christ, finish him? Because you don't know that when you speak against the kingdom, you are part of those people on the other side throwing stone at Jesus Christ when he was going to the cross. May the Holy Spirit help us. May God help us to do this, because there is no time. There is serious decay happening. And some of you that think that the world will get better, the economy is not getting any better. Because what the Bible promises, as is decline, the kingdom of God will be exalted. So you're supposed to be part of those kingdoms that will even be helping the remnants, the small problem that is being, you're the one that's supposed to be bringing those solutions. God will help us.